What's going on, family? This is your girl Leah back with another video. How y'all doing? So I missed y'all. It's been a couple days. All is well. All is always well. I'm always chilling with the Father. You know, I move when He say move. You know, I like to come with a presence, not just my present, not just my presence, but with a present. So I wanted to give you guys a good word today. God says it's not going to be the way that you think. It's not going to be the way that you think. And He had me in Proverbs 16:9. He says, a man plans his way as he journeys through life, but the Lord directs his steps and establishes them. The Lord directs his steps and establishes them. And what God is saying is, continue to be wise in your steps, right? In your planning, and, you know, have discernment and wisdom and things like that. What we're asking God for, where we're going in life, right? But God is wanting us to leave room for the divine to happen. Leave room for the miracles. Leave room for God to show up. Don't have it all so tightly closed and figured out that you don't leave room for God to do His thing. He is the core. He is the very being of what you're asking for, whether it's breakthrough, miracle, deliverance, whatever the case may be. I don't know, but I know every time something good happens, something life-changing, something that I knew I needed but didn't know when God was going to do, it happened at the worst times, actually. The times I deeply regret, or actually, well, I don't even regret it. The times where I thought was the worst times were actually the best times of my life. The way that I got sober through alcohol, I did something so stupid. The worst decision I could have ever made in my life at the time. And that's what delivered me. That cry out to God, that night, I made a dumb decision. And that particular prayer is what set me free. That's when I began to walk in my freedom and my deliverance. Something stupid. You get what I'm saying? Same thing with marijuana. Years ago, college days, whatever. I had a bad trip. You know what I mean? I didn't plan on stopping smoking weed at the time. I had a bad trip. Bad trip. I don't want to do this no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? So God is saying, it's not going to be the way that you think. We can plan, but He's going to order the steps. You get what I'm saying? He reminded me of this play I used to do in basketball. And I was at the top of the key. I was the point guard. You know, I'm short, whatever. Don't judge me. So I was at the top of the key, and I had this play where I called a play, and then the two girls on the outside, they would spread out. My teammates would spread out, and then one of the girls from the bottom will come up and set the pick. Boom. And I go around, pass the ball to the opposite side, go around the pick. They pass the ball back. Boom. 3-point every time. I'm open by myself. 3-point every time. You know what I'm saying? That's what God do. God has set the pick for you, because if it's one-on-one, that means the defense is heavy. So sometimes your defense is heavy. Sometimes the enemy one-on-one with you, what you doing, trying to monitor you, stuff like that. Now we're going to block all that in Jesus' name and allow God to set the pick in your life. But the enemy thought he was on you. The enemy thought he had you. The enemy thought he was going to get you. Like, God's like, no, I got to play for that. You know what I mean?